Moses got the meaning because Moses seen his posterior, his butt cheeks. So Moses got to see the old man in the mountain, which gave him the records to keep, the 10 Commandments. But it wasn't 10 Commandments, it was 42 confessions. But we got to remember, a lot of the people in the church forget this part. When he got to the bottom of the mountain, he seen Aaron and the priests worshiping Hathor, the cow, the golden calf. And in his rage, he threw the tablets and caused a great explosion to destroy the calf. It's right there in the Bible. So he didn't even have the 10 Commandments because he destroyed them. He destroyed the tablets. I tell you that right in the book. So where you get the 10 Commandments from?
So many lies have been told.
But they told him right in the face, like bald face lie.
Yeah,
Just blatant.
yeah.
But most of it was twisting of the truth more than the blatant lie. It's like the story of Jesus is the story of Isis and Horus.
Yeah.
But they only called him Horus one time, or referred to him as Horus when they called him Emmanuel. He was a mama's boy. So everywhere his mama went, he was on her coattail.
My son.
So they telling the story of the words in red is supposed to be the words of the anointed one. The only person that can anoint you is a woman.
Hmm.
So they call her sometimes Mary and sometimes Isis. But they changed the name Isis to Jesus. So you think that Jesus and Mary is not the same person until you take it back to its source. In Egypt, Isis was the throne and Mary sat on it. And we said, Hail Mary, Mother of God. If she birthed a God, what the f that make her? She a God maker. She's an anointer with her sacred waters of the womb, passing on the birthright through the blood right through the sacred waters of the womb.
Yeah.
And that's why mama's sitting there with one baby in her arm. Because only one can carry the birthright. There's only one going to do the work required in order to carry it. And she know every one of her children, which one of them going to carry the load. And that's going to be her right hand man.
It's a
Sitting on the
beautiful,
left side of her lap.
yeah. It's a beautiful woven um, story or mystery.
It's
I
the
love
holy
this.
drama.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
holy drama. Every epithet for Jesus in the Bible is epithets in the book of Coming Forth by Day that Ra gave Isis. That ain't a coincidence.
No.
It's not a coincidence that many of the texts, the elaborations that became your canonical gospel came from Al-Qut, the Coptic church, which is supposed to be training priests to metamorphosize in the deities. But you got to have the right blood or it won't activate.
Mm.
You just be learning some information.
It's a lot. I want to ask you one more thing, if you have a moment.
Yeah.
What books would you suggest for a young man in prison? It's my baby brother, and he's been on a spiritual awakening. But he's rocking as a Christian, and I'm not mad at that. I'm just wanting to sent him some literature that could really open up his uh, spirit man, so
So
he can get to the
a lot of
truth.
it you gotta see. When I talk to people, I know what to give them because I
Yeah.
understand like what their interests are. You know, it's hard
Mm,
for me. I could give you some standard books on self development. Like, matter of fact, earlier I was giving the brothers some books. Them would be some good books to send them. The Ryan Holiday collection,
okay.
the Anthony Robbins, anything by Anthony Robbins.
Okay.
You can give them some Wayne Dwyer,
Mm,
push your own buttons, pull your own strings, etc. He really good. But
yeah,
the
he
thing
is.
is just to get him to reading is more important right now than trying to change whatever it is he's interested in religion wise. Because he in there, and some of them dudes need that religion to
Yeah.
keep them from fucking somebody up.
Yeah. It's serving him well. That's why I don't try to get him to I don't try to sway him against it, because it is serving him well. Um, I just add what I can to him so he can try to get a full picture of this spirit walk and how Christianity is kind of like a stepping stone to your higher consciousness
Mm-hmm.
in your spirit, with your spirit man, in your journey.
The
Um,
Rosicrucians, um, the ancient mystic order of the Rose Cross, AMORC, they got an online bookstore. The Rosicrucians is Christian based metaphysics.
mm,
And
okay,
you don't have to join them to read their material. They sell books.
okay.
But you'll get to see metaphysics applied from the viewpoint of a Christian.
I think that'll be a good place to start. Let me see. I have wrote some other stuff. I just want to make sure I cover everything. Oh, and I also want to thank you for sharing what you shared on Brother Rich channel the other day or last week sometime with Professor Smalls. You know, I had a little bit of issue with Professor Smalls for a moment too, but the way that you approached it, and I got to take my hat off to you. You know how to handle things. Uh, it was really needed because he has put in some work. Whether it's all been beneficial or not for us is not the real question here. It is what he has done, and it needs to be respected. And so I appreciate you for sharing that insight so people could get a different. Because I was almost with like Top Cats went in on him, and I was leaning towards that because I've seen him do some stuff in the past too that I didn't agree with. But he's an elder, and we do have to respect what he has done.
Yeah. So even his information, right?
Yeah.
If his information is an error, the youth gonna correct it. They're gonna take away that he did the best he could, what he knew at the time he was doing it.
Hmm.
We didn't know a lot of the stuff we know today. People take that for granted when they're looking in the lens at the ones who stood up in the past. They didn't know half the stuff we know today. They was digging it up for us to put it together, right? Chancellor
Yeah.
Williams, Destruction of Black Civilization. I get to the end of the book. He started talking to me. Why are you talking to me? How are you talking to me through this book? This is some weird shit. But I'm used to it because I always been seeing weird shit. And
Yeah.
I was just like, man, that's crazy. Right? So the ancestors talk to us and
Yeah.
show us, and the elders is, they did the best they could what they had, and they didn't all do good, and they didn't all do right. But the ones that tried to do right and tried to do the good, even if they made mistakes, is worthy of the respect that they did for putting in the work, for even giving us effort. Because there's so many people today that love to get on the internet and down talk people that's trying to inform, right? That's trying to take the education to another level. They'd rather tear them down than check the fucking receipts,
Yeah.
right? So instead of just letting them tear down the elder, I'm gonna speak up from a position of, okay, yeah, everything he say, we ain't supposed to agree with everything we just have to say anyway.
Right.
If we can't disagree with each other, we can't come to no conclusions. We can't test why we disagree to determine if we right or wrong. Everybody ain't supposed to always agree.
Mm.
I'm looking at it from my side. I'm saying it's 6. You looking at it from your side. You saying it's 9. I'm right. You right too. But I don't want to see it from your perspective. I only want to see it from mine. And people that ain't never did nothing for the community, they're talking about people that done laid their whole life on the line for the community. That's just wrong. It's fundamental idea. You know, you gotta be understanding somebody skeptical of another name change. Every time they change our name, they up to something.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be skeptical of that. You can sing it in 4 or 5 times in the last 50 years. And every time they do, they give us a bait and switch situation. Get you on board with this cause to keep you from getting the real bag. Got a bag of wooden nickels over here so you don't chase this gold. Keep your wooden nickels. I know where the gold at. I can smell it.
Yeah. It's been working though. I mean, over some time, it has worked, and I just can't see how we keep falling for it though.
Well, it's coming to an end. All buffoonery shall sooner or later come to a cease and desist point. And all this stuff will come to an end. It got to come to an end for the new situation to begin. We're doing two things at the same time. We're destroying the old world, building the new world. And the more of us are cognizant and conscious of the fact that we collectively tear down the old world to build a better new world, not just a new world, but a better one, the faster we get there. But so many people within that victim mentality, they don't even want to be a part of the building of a better new world because they get so much attention being the victim.
Yeah, it's enough to make you just scream. I try to do my part, or I don't try. I'm working to do my part as a matriarch. I've been putting in a little bit of work. You'll hear about it eventually.
Oh, I
I don't
know.
want to be
You got it.
premature.
You got it.
And I had sent you some. Lastly, I'm gonna let you go. I had sent you a couple DM messages, but you haven't responded. So I just wanted to make sure that your um, your account is still working.
Yeah, I was just talking about that the last time I was on live, ball. How they had blocked me out of my messages. I was in
Okay.
Facebook and Instagram jail, so I couldn't answer no messages. And then when I went in there with so many, I didn't know where to start.
Yeah, overwhelmed. Okay. Okay, I get it now. So I wanted to send you some stuff, just like this one of the sisters before me who spoke. You know, I'll be paying attention. You got that little cough, so you
I got
know
some
it.
Mother Tea. I just been too lazy to
Oh,
make it.
you can't do that, Chief. You gotta just make it. That's your best friend. That
I
mullet is
know.
your best friend. And some NAC. Okay. If I send it to Big Mama, will she give it to you?
Yeah.
All right. All right. We need you, man. We can't have
I
no
ain't going nowhere
premature.
no time soon.
I know you're not, but we just, matriarchs doing what they can to help our
I know.
sons.
That mama instinct kick in.
Yes. Yes. We love
I,
you.
I know what it is. I don't take it personal. Except
All right.
it's, except in the good way.
Sending you to Pelican Bay. I'm sicking the pelicans on your ass in the bay, motherfucker. What? King Kong, shit, Mighty Joe Young, and the rest of them niggas ain't got shit on me. I'm telling you, I done gave up so much motherfucking free game. Motherfuckers think that I'm mining motherfucking facts. I got a whole facts man down here. None of you motherfuckers listen. I could drop book references off the dome without no notes. I could tell you historical information from modern history to ancient history off the top of my head with no notes. And you ain't picked that shit up yet. It ain't clicked yet. It ain't recognized. I can tell you the path of the invaders before they ever decided to invade us and trace their ass all the way back to ancient Babylon, culture by culture, name change by name change, off the dome, and you motherfuckers still don't recognize that shit. I done showed y'all the police is a foreign military operating the police state on the land because you niggas is too goddamn hateful of each other and don't want to see nobody telling the truth to be listened to. So y'all want to try to tear them all down like I'm making this shit up. I don't need to do no sensationalism. I'm not chasing no motherfucking clout. I earned every motherfucking thing I learned. I paid attention. And I purchased the price. I had a brother and a sister that love to send me books, and I love to read them. Before you come and you tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, you need to listen to what I'm telling you. I can machine gun fire quotes of great men from historical figures off the top of the dome. You niggas can't do that shit. Let me see what my notes say. Fuck your notes. Fuck your notes. That's why I don't do debates with you niggas. I did that shit in the penitentiary for years. It get boring. I get tired of crushing you motherfuckers with facts when y'all think that y'all conjectures can stand up and withstand the truth. It can't happen. It's not possible. You don't gotta like it. You don't even gotta agree with it. And anybody that tell you that I ever told anybody to agree with everything I say is a goddamn lie. Because I know everybody not always supposed to agree all the time, because I don't want no yes men around me, no ass kissers, because the ass kisser is a prelude to a traitor. He just ass kissing to get enough information that he can sell on your motherfucking ass to trade you out. Don't trust the ass kisser. Right? But you got to handle him with kid gloves. But I'm telling you. So since it's chiefing with the chief, I think I ought to be chiefing. What y'all think? So, I've been doing this on the internet for a couple years now. About 5-6 years. And every now and then, somebody rear their head up like they know me. They don't know me from a rock in Iraq or from a goddamn pimple on the face of a bitch in Japan. And they gonna tell you other people about me without never having a conversation with me. And as we gonna find in the Q&A when I get done doing my little rant, I open up my flow for anybody to come ask me anything. The worst thing I can tell you motherfuckers is I don't know, which is highly unlikely because half you motherfuckers don't know the shit I forgot. And then they don't want, every time a nigga get ready to tear one of their ass, he crazy, he violent. Fuck yeah, I'm violent. That's why I'm on the internet and they won't let me come and meet you motherfuckers in person. Cause I machine gun motherfucking Kelly speed bag your face. I ain't got no problem with scrapping. That's what we came up doing. That was my shit. That's the second nature to me. I'm Mississippi Clay Dirt walking. Them boys in the South been born knocking. We've been bumping around in the motherfucking Mississippi fields for a long goddamn time. Generations, in fact. We learn how to fight from tussling with each other. You gotta remember that shit. Before you jump on here and be getting gangster with a motherfucker, some of us will pull up on your motherfucking ass, as that one dude that was harassing that sister found out when she drove 3 hours to pull up on his punk ass for talking shit on the internet, just to know that just because you on the internet don't mean your ass can't get touched. Your ass can be touched. Then coming to find out, all of the naysayers that had bad shit to say, once we finally have a conversation, be like, oh, bro, I had you all wrong. Of course you did. Because I'm standing in the position of right, telling the truth. You can't get me. If you don't get me right, you got me wrong. You got me wrong. I'm going to tell it like it is. And all of these motherfuckers that's giving us these artificial historical narratives, right? Some of them is doing it because they obligated to hold the story where it's at and not let it progress, but not let it fall back. We call that holding the post. And the ones that was assigned to hold the post, they did a good job, because I was able to come along, get the goddamn receipts, and keep it moving. And they still standing on the post. And you motherfuckers walked past and laughed at them and thought they didn't know what they was talking about until Rod put all this shit together and said, dog, it's a big puzzle. The elders told us something in this puzzle. But I ain't from the land. Y'all want me to be from Africa. Africa would love to have me. They would love to have me. They would already be having fucking celebratory parades in my name if I was to go to Africa. If I was to go to Tonga. If I was to go to Australia. They know me all over the fucking world from being on the internet. From being on the internet. Because the public notices tribal reach across all tribes on all lands. Wherever a tribe got access to this information, they can get it free. And it triggers the genetic memory that brings back to their mind, wait a minute, what the fuck? We was at war and they hit us upside the head. Them goddamn 3 ruffians. So now that the master architect and the master builder done rose from the goddamn grave, come telling you motherfuckers the truth, you think you know who the fuck you talking to. Al-Kebalan is a made up name. That shit ain't even 40 years old. It's a made up name for the motherland. The maps don't have damn map. They got the Al-Kebalan from ancient times or from a couple hundred years ago. There's no map that says Al-Kebalan on it. That's just some shit that we was trying to come up with to get from under the name Africa. Africa used to be in Brazil before in the 1800s. Most of us didn't know that. So now when they telling us this narrative about an African slave trade, they ain't telling us they was shipping us from our cousin's part of the land on South America to our mother's part of the land on North America. They was just tricking us into believing we came across all them goddamn ocean gyres packed like sardines on the ship that's going to turn into a gas chamber in about 3 days. And the journey is a fucking 30, 60, 90-day journey. Y'all got to be... That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Especially when the most famous slave ship photograph, or not photograph, it's an actual drawing from an abolitionist paper, is a perfect overlay for Notre Dame University, and you motherfuckers ain't caught that shit yet. I showed that shit 5 years ago, and y'all still ain't caught up yet. It might not have been 5 years ago. When Notre Dame caught fire, I showed y'all what the fuck it caught fire for. Just like the White House caught fire, ain't nobody talking about that shit. Don't nobody give a fuck. Because they shit is over. And that fire, first it was at the White House, then it was in St. Louis. It went from the District of America to the Show Me State under St. Louis. Y'all don't even see the codes being flipped in your face, and you gonna come on here and write posts and shit and talk about a motherfucker you ain't never met. Ain't no paperwork saying I done fucked over nobody. It don't exist. If it is, they just made it up. So when y'all be talking about people, right? Y'all sitting here watching the dirt get done to people when you taking part in the dirt. You sitting here because what the allegation is, you not knowing that's the dirt, but because you are repulsive to the allegation, you gonna throw the dirt with the rest of the dirty hands. You motherfuckers gotta learn how to think. Thinking. Just because some shit going on in your head don't mean you thinking. Idle mind is the devil's workshop, because if you don't discipline your thoughts, you won't discipline your life. And if you don't discipline your life, you can't help nobody, because you can't help yourself. So you might as well go and quit and be a pauper guy, get you a box and live behind the liquor store. Get you a mini house or a tent, move your ass to Skid Row. But I'm going to tell you this, when y'all really find out who the fuck Rod Hayes is, because the government going to tell you. The government going to tell y'all who the fuck Rod Hayes is. Donald John Quavius is going to tell you motherfuckers who Rod Hayes is. These military generals going to come out and tell you, since you don't think I'm the chief. Them generals going to come out and they're going to tell you, yeah, he the chief. Don't believe me. I don't want you to believe me until you see it. Then I want you to believe me. I'm just telling you what you're going to be seeing in the future. Because they're going to have to give it all back. And it's not too many of us that know how to tell the story in the manner that let them know that motherfucker know his shit. This they shit. I came and gave y'all all the motherfucking answers. Told y'all where to find the answers. Told y'all you ain't got nan right you don't exercise. If you don't exercise a right, it's not your right. You got inalienable rights, but if you don't exercise your jurisdictional supremacy, you a jurisdictional victim. So you can't do that. You can't have it both ways. It don't work like that. You got to exercise your rights. Listen to what I'm telling you. You have to exercise your rights. That's the same as you got to exercise your muscles to make them stronger. In order for a motherfucker to respect you exercising your rights, you have to know your rights. The Indigenous Rights Act, the UNDRIP of the United Nations that was signed off by America, and America got like 3 iterations of it. They got the American Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, the American Rights of Native Peoples, the American Indigenous Rights Act. So they got several different documents. I told y'all when I told you we was going through this book called Continuity of Government. If you listen to what I'm telling you and you are familiar with the material, I'm going to walk you through the transitional government. I told y'all that 5 years ago, walked you all the way up until now, and you just got the news on the 10th, the vote to open up the government failed, and they was instructed to systematically shut this sumbitch down. But I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just making it up as I go, right? Misleading people. But everything I say, they seeing it in their reality. They seeing it in they algorithm. I ain't the only one just telling you these motherfuckers who we is. And now the babies got it, and now you motherfuckers really finna be singing the blues. Especially when they get done butchering this Morris shit. But don't discard the science when you discard that other bullshit. Because you gotta know how to navigate. And you gotta know which Moors gave you what you call sound, trustworthy information, and which one of them was blowing smoke up our ass, misleading us. And you gotta know how to read the material in order to be able to do that. And the whole thing, Noble Drew Ali, for more scientists, Noble Drew Ali's lens is the template to review anything that they say is coming out of more science. Because once you start getting familiar with how Noble Drew Ali wrote and how he thought and what he was trying to relay to us, the structure of government, the structure of organization, which is the tribal structure. And he's trying to get us to remember this. Now, before they got sold out, because the Moors did get sold out, Noble Drew Ali used to be able to send a Grand Sheik anywhere one of his was, and they didn't give him no exchange. The Grand Sheik went and got him. They didn't have to pay no fiat bond to get no motherfucker out. They just had to show up in their proper persona. right? Wearing the badge and the fez that Noble Drew Ali gave him with the instructions that he told him how to get you out. Then you had these motherfuckers that come from New Jersey chasing him all the way from New Jersey to Detroit to Chicago trying to infiltrate his shit so they can kill him like they did. So if you don't know them motherfuckers look like us, all you gotta do is study Noble Drew Ali, study Denmark Vesey, study Marcus Garvey, right? The understanding of a confraternity and the understanding of a pan, any kind of movement. Pan mean global, a global movement. Whether it's pan-African, it's pan-Asians, you got them all. But the whole thing is studying in the doctrine, and it opens you up to a field of literature that comes from over there that tells us that we from over here without telling us we from over here. Because a lot of what's said is not written, but it's in the writing. If you ain't from our culture, when our ancestors, our elders be standing up talking over us, so sometimes they use some shit sound like a whole nother language to keep the babies from knowing what they talking about. And y'all still don't get it. Y'all not part of our culture. We've been doing the same shit thousands of years. We just did it under different cultures, different times, different iterations, different retreads, different cycles, rebooted. This the close of the age of Pisces, and this the dawn of the age of Aquarius. We here in Aquarius now, the early stages, the new beginning. All you gotta do is look at the babies. Don't believe me. These babies is telling you the shit I'm telling you better than I can tell it to you. Right? Get out their way. Stop holding them back. Stop always trying to tear motherfucking down, trying to help somebody lift up. Instead of trying to find people that you can assault verbally, you can write your little dissertations about. I know how to do that shit too. If I put one out there though, I'm gonna have your whole motherfucking history in that motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about you as an individual enough to be digging in your life. Fuck you. That's how I stand on it. Fuck you and your life, and whatever motherfucking horse you came on, may that motherfucker break all four legs in mid-stride of taking your ass the fuck on. That's how it is. It's not personal to me. I'm just handling family business. I just take family business personal. So when y'all start trying to stop me from doing family business, I'm subject to step on your goddamn face and keep moving like you ain't even been there. Because you shouldn't have been there. Right? You want to come over to me. I'm minding my business. I didn't ask nobody to come see what I'm talking about. I just talk my talk. They checked it out. And they say, damn, bro, we're pretty sharp. Right? But now you motherfucking hating motherfuckers. And I know I'm a firm believer that you ain't made it until you got your whole hater section. Because you can't do what's right without a whole bunch of motherfuckers mad because you not doing what's wrong. Because they can't do what's right. Because they ain't got the heart for it. They ain't got the real heart for the fight. I'm a military strategist. I'm probably one of the coldest military strategists you could never heard of as a military strategist. Because I didn't study that shit for you. I studied that shit for me. So it's not for you to know where I'm at with it. It's for me to be able to, while you think that we playing checkers, I'm playing intergalactic chess on 9 different dimensions and across 14 motherfucking galaxies, and you trying to tell me what the rules of a checker game is. Fuck your checker game. Matter of fact, fuck the table your checkerboard sit on. I flip that bitch over and keep moving. Got me fucked up. Like, I don't start shit with people, but I don't got no problem finishing shit. I'm fucking ravenous pit bull. I get in and dig it in your motherfucking ass. You will know you've been shook on a whole nother level. I'm not bullshitting. You could come around and you could go send your little private investigator to do the background of the motherfuckers I went to school with and ask them about me and my motherfucking hands. They tell you. Wrong nigga to fuck with. Wrong one. Quiet, don't bother nobody, but when you fuck with him, wrong nigga. You should have left that one alone. Well, you know, the real life game is the game of the guys, but they ain't got enough comprehension to see where it's at, how it's played, who playing it, and where they at. They don't know their position on the board. How the fuck they gonna tell somebody else their position on the board? You know? Setting up studio gangsters. Nigga, I didn't put the work in. I got the motherfuckers to testify to my work. In LA, the first thing they ask you when you talking about you from a set, nigga, who seen you put your work in? Nigga, I can go pull Stones, Vice Lords, GDs, BDs, and motherfucking Latin folks out that done did dirt with me. The shit. I come from the gutter for real. Right? I didn't come from the bottom for real. I didn't tread into underbellies of society. I didn't walk the late nights, back roads silent, alone. Children of the night type shit. Motherfuckers got the game all twisted. Motherfuckers. Witness to wrath of rod, eternally hard with no holds barred. Fuck a battle, blow your ass out the saddle. Now go run, tell and tattle while I left you shaking and rattle, trying to decode and decipher for niggas in the cipher that say it ain't hype, the shit that I write. Cause my style just might be a little less lyrical, military and spiritual, using big words and you thinking of fearing you? But the mind of the generally more mental still is. Here's your delivery, Papa Sona is elevated, eternally hated a dictator, so I dictated. Leo ass slated for execution, and you can turn to loose the right nigga in the booth that's ready to shoot on any nigga. Ooh, boy. Look, I ain't regular. I look regular. A lot of you motherfuckers think because motherfuckers look regular that everybody is regular and everybody the same. We are not the fucking same. I put it in my motherfucking post earlier. Motherfuckers call me when shit gotta get handled. You call motherfuckers when you need to handle shit. We not the same. We not wired the same. I'm coming in on 10 because they already know that exhaust 1 through 9 before they even call me. So is you really ready for that kind of drama? Motherfuckers kill me with that bullshit. I don't mind being questioned, because in a few minutes, I'm about to end this, chiefing with the chief, and then I'm going to boot up to part 2 for the Q&A, right? But right now, I'm talking my shit, you know, and let the motherfucking shit fall where they may. I don't give a fuck if you don't like me, because I don't agree with all your Moorish bullshit. I be seeing them niggas on my posts, commenting they bullshit, right? I done already showed you motherfuckers what the real conflict was, right? The war between the gods that turned into the war between two different groups of people. They look the same, but they not the same. They look like us, but they not us, right? We believe in protecting babies and they believe in eating them. We not the same, right? We honor and cherish the rights of the blood, and they think that it's food. We not the same. We not the same. I'm not gonna let you browbeat me into saying what you want me to say. I wouldn't give a fuck. It's 8.7 billion people on the planet. As long as I know I'm right, they can't move me, and ain't enough of them yet. They got to flip that number about another 10 times, and I'm still going to stand on what I'm standing on, because I mean what the fuck I say, and I say what I mean. I stand in the position of right, I tell the truth. And any niggas want to see me, you can take it to the streets, or we can take it to the booth. We can do it with the pen, or we can do it with the sword. It don't matter to me. It don't matter to me. But the whole point that I'm making is, y'all don't know who y'all be fucking with when y'all be fucking with people. We sit here and watch motherfuckers' whole lives get thrown away because y'all niggas want to gossip like bitches. Grown ass men gossiping like bitches. It's so bad now that the women sitting back talking about, oh my God, don't these niggas gossip like bitches? Because they can't tell their man nothing without him telling his whole crew. Your wife supposed to tell you shit don't nobody else know but you and her. She killed that motherfucker. I hid the body. Fuck what you talking about. And we gone about our business. Fell out, got a divorce, and I still ain't telling you where the body is. Fuck you and any motherfucking investigators that come with it. Because at the time it happened, that was my motherfucking balance. She stretched the motherfucker, I hid the body. I stretched the motherfucker, she had the body. It don't matter to me. But we not going down for that one. I don't care how bad we fall out. We cuss each other out, get in a fist fight in the front yard, push each other down the stairs. I'm not finna go tell where the body at. I'm not Adam. The lady told me to do it. Bitch ass niggas. That's the bloodline y'all motherfuckers come from. The first rat on record. And y'all his children. Well, he was already here. Genesis 1:26. Go check it out. We was sitting here watching you motherfuckers be made. Artificial ass fraud, incubator baby ass niggas. Then y'all gonna hide behind pale faces because you can't stand up to a real man. And then you're gonna try to turn all the kids gay because you're scared they're gonna protest against your motherfucking bullshit and bust you in your snot box. Y'all motherfuckers is something else. And look, get mad at me because I don't want to be disrespectful to an elder that put his motherfucking work in. Fuck you, nigga. If you don't know when you need to correct the elder's errors, you not qualified to correct the elder when he in error. He allowed to say some shit that we might need to look at from a different angle, so he said it from a perspective that propels you to look at it. Well, what if he right? If he done did all this work, he just might be right. Even if I don't agree with what he said, the probability of him being right from doing the work for so long is so great, I can't just totally dismiss what the elder's saying because he done been through the trenches already. I done been through the trenches, so I know that what he's telling us is he's telling us something that we need to pay attention to, even if we don't agree with him. Even if we don't agree with him, we got to be respectful enough to say, well, why would the elder say that? Did he misspeak? Or, was he going through something in his personal life and they caught him at a bad moment and he said some shit? What was the situation? No, they just be like, lynch him. That's why niggas ain't got shit now. That's why niggas ain't got shit now. Because every time somebody fight for you niggas, some more niggas come along and then tarnish them. And then y'all jump on the gossip bandwagon to tear a motherfucker down. You see you two black devils? You motherfuckers don't get away. Don't none of you rotten motherfuckers get away. You heard what the sister said? Go scroll my page. She said, I don't care who you is. Illuminati, Black Boule, you motherfuckers paying for your shit. Oh, and you gonna pay. You just lucky they won't turn me loose like I want to be. Because I guarantee you it'll be a whole bunch of motherfucking women and kids running around this bitch, and half you bitch ass niggas will be castrated and exiled. Castrated because we don't need to produce no more bitch ass niggas like that that's not qualified to breathe the same air the rest of us breathe, because they are a total waste of space, oxygen, and position on the chessboard. Fuck them motherfuckers. Tip that pawn, kick his ass to the side. He gonna grow up to be a traitor. Squash that bug now. Fuck them niggas. Yeah, I'm in that lane right now. I'm in that lane. Right? So they don't respect the information. They not sitting here watching me when I'm talking to the youth and I'm giving them the most accelerated course of enlightenment for their individual situation. They don't hear none of that shit. All they hear is chief. I don't give a fuck about being called no goddamn chief. A chief ain't nothing but a foreign word that we use for leader. Shit don't impress me. You want to tell me about Turtle Island, you don't even realize the word chief is not a motherfucking tribal word. That's not what we called our leaders. We didn't call them chief. Chief came from Europe. But y'all motherfuckers don't know that shit. Cause y'all too busy trying to tear a motherfucker that know what the fuck going on down. Y'all, yes, let's scratch out. Let's see what you motherfuckers really made of. Y'all want to put these women down every other motherfucking chance you get. And the women been the motherfuckers holding us up ever since we went through this shit. Every time we turn around, here they come, feeding us in hostile conditions. And you ain't got no respect for these sisters. Matter of fact, your respect level is so low that you can't have no self-respect. Rotten ass bastards. That's what y'all is, bastards, illegitimate children. And y'all don't know who y'all daddy is. That's the problem. You fucking hoe babies, trick babies. You'll come over here and fuck with me. My mom and my daddy was married for 60 motherfucking years. Fuck what you talk about and fuck who you telling. Trick baby ass motherfuckers. Hoe babies. Yeah. And I ain't got nothing against trick babies and hoe babies. Cause I know how to raise them where they can come break out of that motherfucking generational curse of being a trick baby. But if them motherfuckers ain't got enough sense to sit the fuck down while the master talking and take goddamn notes, they gonna be the same motherfuckers begging for mercy in the end. And I don't got no mercy. My mercy was gone with Emmett Till. My mercy was gone when they blew them babies up in that church down there in Alabama. My mercy was gone when they was sicking dogs on motherfuckers. That's where my mercy went. I don't got no mercy for you niggas. Don't look for no mercy. Look for grace. Grace is what I get those who deserve it. Because I treat a motherfucker how they supposed to be treated according to what they push my way. When you come to me with respect, I'm going to be respectful to you. But when you come to me on some bitch ass shit, I'm going to be belligerent and hostile to you. I'm going to cuss your motherfucking ass out. If I can't see you, I'll put it on the same format you put that shit on. But I'm going to show my motherfucking face because I ain't got to hide from you niggas. Like you niggas got to hide keyboard ass gangsters. You motherfucking typewriter ninjas. You motherfucking text message masters. But you motherfuckers can't show y'all face. You want to talk all that shit and hide. That's how you know when a motherfucker got pussy oozing out their pores. Oh, pussy ass niggas. You niggas is walking orgasms. That's all you motherfuckers was cum babies anyway. So you still walking around oozing coochie juice out your goddamn pores because you a pussy ass nigga. Bitch made motherfuckers. We can do it. We can do it. I beat my motherfucking chest and pound the concrete motherfucking swing from lampposts in any city I go to. I know how to get respect. Because I know how to respect the motherfuckers that deserve the respect. And I know how to beat a motherfucker down who being disrespectful for no reason. Whether I beat him around physically, mentally, intellectually, psychologically, politically, socially, it don't matter. Religiously, spiritually, metaphysically, quantum physically, it don't matter. I give it to a motherfucker if he really think that he really want the heat. But I haven't seen nobody deserving of the heat yet. So all I do is just give him a little simmer. Strike a couple matches and let them feel what the fire gonna feel like if I really turn loose on their ass. So look, my girl Kelly watching. Kelly, a mother, a single mother with 3 babies, 4 babies. And she more gangster than 90% of you bitch ass niggas will be talking that shit. Look. All these sisters on here, they know the difference. They know the difference between a grown ass man and a bitch ass nigga. And y'all think they don't. Y'all think they don't. So y'all think that y'all gonna try to run that kind game on them again. Especially when they done seen a real grown ass man. And now you gonna try to come back with this watered down ass, pussy ass nigga shit. They gonna see right through it. They gonna see right through it. That's why I'm standing up for them now. Cause when this shit over with and they in charge and they running this bitch and they got these motherfucking war chiefs out here cleaning up these motherfuckers, busting them upside their head and shit. No, Coco. Oh, nope. I'm not interceding on you bitch niggas' behalf. I'm not doing it. Don't come talking about I was following you for years and you can put up one of them motherfucking salty ass posts mad cause you say I didn't answer your motherfucking message. Do you know how many motherfuckers messaged me? They blocked me for a month. And when I opened my messages, I couldn't even get to the bottom of them before that motherfucker rolled back to the top. I got so many messages. I can't even catch up on them. I don't even know how to answer them. And motherfuckers get mad because I didn't answer the message, but they don't know what the fuck I'm dealing with over here. They don't give a fuck about what I'm dealing with, what I'm going through. They don't give a fuck about my sorrow for my lost elders. They don't know how angry I am about Angel Bay and Larry Hoover being locked up for 50 years and you bitch niggas been sitting on your fingers, twiddling your goddamn thumbs up your ass, walking around on your elbows like bitches. You motherfuckers. Boo. And then, instead of asking the question, you making the allegation when the question was the appropriate response for the situation. But instead of asking the question, you make an allegation like you already know the answer. And every prosecutor know, don't ask the question if you don't know what the answer's supposed to be. Because then you treading on territory that'll sabotage your whole shit. They teach that shit to law school. Don't ask the fucking question until you know the answer. Well, how the fuck am I supposed to get the answer? Investigate, motherfucker. Investigate. I'm on another platform and the motherfucker holding me responsible for how they market they podcast on their platform. Like I got control of that. I don't give a fuck how a motherfucker market they shit. I don't tell no motherfucker. You could call Brother Rich, you could call Elder, you could call Dr. G, you call anybody that I did a show with. I do not tell them how to run their show. I tell them I don't need no prep. Tell me cold what you want to talk about, and we gonna talk about it in front of the people. I don't never none of this shit I do. Not nowhere you see. Only time that is actually a scheduled live, it's a class like me and Elder did a series of classes by request of Malachi to put information out in the public for y'all to see it with your eyes, so we start dropping receipts. That's the only time anything is ready. Other than that, I'm off the dome. I could tell you to look it up on the computer while I'm talking to you, explaining to you what the computer finna fucking tell you off the dome. And you worried about artificial intelligence. Motherfucker, I'm motherfucking international intelligence. Man of mystery. You think you know what I know. You have no fucking clue. I got memory of past lives where I done lived through this shit so many times. This is nothing to me. I'm just going through the steps. It's just like going through the AA. I've been in AA so long now, I could just walk you through the steps. I don't gotta be in the class to know what step you on. I can tell by your lingo what you're talking about. Oh yeah, you on step 4. Oh yeah, you on step 6. Well, that motherfucker on step 2. That motherfucker ain't even on step 1 because he can't admit he an alcoholic. You drunk-minded motherfuckers. Then, when I tell motherfuckers the tribal culture, they say, that's not tribal culture. And then somebody come along and show the video. Come along and share the picture. He said, Ron made that shit up here. Then he can't find nowhere where it's written that we was made out of corn. Po-po-vu. Right? The information in the po-po-vu was given by a shaman to a Catholic priest to preserve the historical record of an ancient and oral traditional doctrine that's a Bible passed down by word of mouth for thousands of generations. Let that shit sink in. When they telling you that they kept having birth defects until they found the maize. And the maize is what allowed them to properly synthesize the carbon. Roll the motherfucking corn, goddammit. That's why the corn is sacred to us. Because we couldn't make the avatars without the motherfucking maize. Motherfuckers crazy. The children of the corn for real. I'm one of the Hoover boys, but goddammit, I'm one of the children of Malachi. You understand? Children of the corn, 9 eat the beans, star walkers walking on earth. It's all in the mind, man. Y'all sitting here watching this political satire and this Hollywood motherfucking production, and y'all think that they telling y'all the truth, and all the time they just acting out a Truman story. And you want to try to attack me, you motherfucking matrix ass goddamn agents. They always gonna come right before the breakthrough. They know they about to hand this shit over. So I'm gonna have to go have one of the tribes make my motherfucking ceremonial dress. I don't know which tribe I'm gonna have to do it yet. Right? And then I'm walk up there and they gonna give me everything in front of all y'all motherfuckers. Be like, damn, that nigga wasn't bullshitting. All that oral tradition shit was real? The oral tradition was real? I mean that the OGs is real? They actually, look, go to Cali. They sets don't have written literature. They teach it word of mouth. OG to YG. When the YG put in work, he ain't a YG no more. Right? Then he get his rank till he get his status as an OG. And then the OG that was over him, he go sit his old ass down somewhere and let the youth try to figure out the problem from there. But the problem is that you had a bunch of infiltrators misleading the youth so that they could mislead the next generation that was fucking us up until they ran across this motherfucking Rod Hayes coming on here telling them the way it is. Cali know Rod love Cali and what he talking about, and they got mad respect for that shit, and they show mad motherfucking love. But I don't got no tribe. When I tell a motherfucker I'm Mississippi Clay Dirt walking, all you got to do is watch the comments. Alabama gonna chime in, Alabama Clay Dirt. Georgia gonna claim I'm Georgia Clay Dirt. They know what the fuck we is. We grew out this motherfucker like trees. We emerged from this land. We wasn't made here. Bunch of you motherfuckers was just put together on the planet. Y'all wasn't even from nowhere. That's why you don't got no homeland. Your bitch ass guy got to find one for you. Cause when he came here, he ain't had nowhere to put you because we was already here. So now he got to try to go fight a fucking 6,000 year war to displace one of these groups so that they can replace them with you fake ass motherfuckers. Yeah, Phoenix, I'm definitely for the cap right now. Just remember, the cap spelled backwards is pot. All eyes on me. Fuck around and get these war stories. We outlaws on the rise. Jealous niggas I despise. Look in my eyes. We trade war stories. Look, I tell y'all, my people come from, my father's side come from Canton, Mississippi. My pedigree already out there. I already told this before. But they say that I don't know where I came from, and I don't got no family tree. So what I just popped up today, for the first time in the history of the world, I just popped out of nowhere. But I got a whole lifetime of motherfuckers that know me from birth to goddamn now. But I just popped up out of nowhere. Right? Motherfuckers listen to my story and still don't know my story. I tell them motherfucker I did 16 years in the penitentiary and some change. Right? I don't be hiding that shit. Just don't make me go back. Just don't make me go back. Cause if I go back, it's gonna be salty for you. It's gonna be salty for you. It's gonna be real bitter for you before I go back. Cause I ain't nobody's fool. Mama ain't raised no fool and Papa ain't raised no punk. I got good sense. I see where you niggas coming from, so I know where I need to be so that you don't see me when I'm standing there. Understand what I'm saying? I got a PhD in sidewalk psychology, motherfucker, off the south side of Chicago. Got a PhD in sidewalk psychology off the south side of Chicago. Where you niggas at? Right? I remember sitting in the lounge on 50th between Aberdeen and May, seeing Keita come in with his entourage when he fresh got home back in 91. Who is these GDs here? No, who are these folks in here? Good, they come in, shoot a game pool, buy a couple beers, and they out. They live in the neighborhood. Oh, okay. No problem with y'all, ain't no problem with me. You ain't supposed to be a problem where you go other people's house. I'm in Motown at the time. That's not GD house. I'm not in Inglewood. I'm not over there by Kershaw in the Inglewood district. I'm down here in Motown. I'm in their territory. I had to give my respect. You know? But them tribes know me, but these watered down Johnny come lately, they did nothing, they gave nobody no valuable information. Retread parrot ass motherfuckers that go listen to other motherfuckers and act like they made it up themselves. That came from me. You heard it from me first. You heard it from me first lie. I don't even tell motherfuckers when I bring uncommon information to the forefront that they ain't never heard it from nobody else, for the simple fact is I had to go somewhere to get it. I got enough sense to know that. But that's what the motherfuckers in these debates don't be understanding, because just because you got a line of accepted scholars, my scholars might not be accepted by your scholars, but that don't mean your scholars is accepted by mine. And you motherfuckers don't have enough sense to know the difference in tribal traditional training of a chief, and they think that the chief is supposed to go to the chief school, enroll in first grade. I want my son to grow up to be a chief. Motherfucker, it's a blood right inheritance responsibility of the family to put the son in the conditions that allow him to become a leader of the family. Watch The Godfather. That might help some of you motherfuckers figure out how this shit work. You born into this shit if you from the land. If you ain't from the land, then this shit has nothing to do with you. And so everything we saying sound like gibberish. But when you from the land, you know what the fuck Rod Hayes talking about. Even when I'm doing the flips, you be like, wait a minute, I know that from somewhere, but I don't know what the fuck that nigga saying, but I know that shit he doing. That tribal tongue flip. That reading the subconscious mind out loud so that you can see where we connected and where we disconnected, so that we can make the proper connections to break free from the mental traps of these rotten motherfuckers. But these other motherfuckers that look like us, they ain't us. They act like men, but they ain't got no nuts, because all they do is bitch shit. Hide in the motherfucking dark throwing rocks. But remember what they told your dumb ass. Don't throw rocks when you live in the glass house. Motherfucker, my shit made of titanium.